I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. At Friday's House Select Committee on the coronavirus hearing, Congressman Jim Jordan questioned Dr. Anita Desikan, a senior analyst at the Center for Science and Democracy, about statements he called false by Dr. Anthony Fauci, President Biden, and Jen Psaki. At the center of Jordan's criticisms were Dr. Fauci's claims that the COVID-19 virus didn't originate in a Wuhan lab. Jordan pressed Desikan about why the statement hasn't been classified as a scientific integrity violation. He further questioned whether or not it was disinformation when President Biden and Jen Psaki said the administration would not explore a vaccine mandate before doing so months later. Let's listen in to Jordan's questioning from Friday.
But we do agree that the process of investigating a scientific integrity violation is important. There needs to be investigations to examine the evidence.
How about when Dr. Fauci said that this virus didn't start in a lab? Is that a concern? Does that erode trust? Because it sure looks like it did. All the evidence points there. Is that something you're going to investigate?
We can describe this more in writing. I'm not.
What about when he said it wasn't gain of function research done at the lab in Wuhan, China? You going to investigate that? Because it sure looks like it was gain of function research.
Again, I can't specifically talk on this particular instance.
What about when Dr. Fauci said American tax dollars were not used at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, when in fact we know they were? Was that a scientific integrity violation? Dr. Fauci, the smartest guy on the planet, the highest paid guy in our government, the head of the NIAID, when he said that, was that a scientific integrity violation that you guys should be looking into?
Again, I can't speak on specifics that you're raising here, but I can bring it up in our written testimony to you responding. I'm here to talk about how scientific integrity.
Joe Biden said he would not impose a vaccine mandate. When Jen Psaki said they weren't going to impose a vaccine mandate. When Jeff Zients, White House COVID-19 response coordinator, said, quote, "That's not an authority we're exploring at all." And then just a few months later, they actually did that. Did that erode trust in public institutions when they said 3 different occasions, the top people in the administration said they would not impose a mandate and then turned around and did? Does that erode trust in public institutions?
Again, some of these issues that you bring up are actually in the policy realm and not in the science realm. Policy can use non-scientific information to guide its processes. Scientific integrity is more specific on the process of researching on data collection.
The scientific integrity issue, when the head of CDC says that the vaccinated cannot get the virus, is that something that's science that you should look into?
Again, I can't comment on these CDC procedures in depth. I
just think it's important we understand the inconsistencies here. This is you've 20-some violation, scientific integrity violation, the Trump administration, and yet you haven't looked at anything relative to the Biden administration where they said things that were absolutely, positively, 100% false. And when they let an outside political organization edit the school reopening guidance, they let them edit that. That has to be eroding trust in public institutions. I'm just using the words from your testimony. And I see him over time, Mr. Chairman, so I'll yield back.
Thank you for yielding back, Mr. Jordan. The chair now recognizes Mr. Velasquez.